Okay, we're going to cook my tagliatelle with sausages and chili pesto. So hopefully you've got your pan on getting nice and hot. So we just need to add a little bit of oil into the pan. Just about a teaspoon of oil, and then straight in with the sausages. And we'll just give these a move around the pan just to check they don't stick. Yeah. Go. And what we'll do now is just turn the heat down. I'm going to put it on the lowest burner on full. And we can leave these in the pan whilst we go and make the pesto. Okay, hopefully you've got your blender and all your ingredients. This is so super simple. All you need to do is just pop all the ingredients into the blender and blend them. So you've got your sun-dried tomatoes, your basil, your chilli, your pine nuts, and we'll just give it a pinch of salt and pepper. And this is so easy to do. And I know you can buy shop-bought pesto that's quite good, but this literally won't have any E numbers or anything in it. But remember your garlic, and it just tastes fantastic. So fresh. And a good pinch of salt. So you've got all your ingredients in. We're not going to add any oil at this stage. So pop the lid on and just give it a blend till it's blended together. Okay, so it won't have quite come together yet because we haven't put any oil in. But what we're going to do is just give these sausages a little stir first. Just see how they're getting on. Should have some lovely colour on them now. So just give them a little move around in the pan. There we go, looking great. Just try and turn them over if you can to get the uncooked bits to the heat. There we go. So hopefully yours is looking something like that though. Nice and simple, and we can finish off the pesto. So all we need to do is add a couple of tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, because as you can see it's not quite bound together yet, and you watch the difference with the when we add in the oil. So just a couple of tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And then pop the lid back on. Okay, hopefully you've stopped as well. Let's have a look. See, it's come together a little bit more now. I think we're just going to add in another tablespoon of oil, but hopefully it'll have blended. And I'm just scraping down the sides so that we make sure that all the ingredients get blended together. But it's getting there. Yours should be looking something like this. We just need, I'm going to put another couple of tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil in, and then that will be perfect. So add in the oil, and then we'll pop the lid on and give it another blend. So 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Okay, and blend again. Okay, that's all done. So let me just get rid of this and I'll show you, we'll compare. See, you've got this really nice paste. Okay, so we can take this over to the hob, and we need to get our pasta on now. Make a bit of room. So just give these sausages another little stir. See, they're coming along fantastically. And I'm going to bring the boiling water over. Hopefully you've got yours ready. I'm going to pop that back on the high heat. And then straight in with the pasta. There we go. And then just move it around in the pan with your spoon. So that'll just untangle it. That's the important bit. As soon as you put it in the water, just to give it a stir, to make sure that it doesn't stick together. There we go. And now we just need to add in the pesto. So all we're going to be doing is adding in what will amount to about 4 tablespoons of pesto. So a big lump, probably about half of what you've made. So you can just add that straight in, and then the rest of it you can freeze down and use again, because it freezes perfectly and is absolutely delicious. So just give the pesto a stir in with the sausages. And I'm going to actually just put this on a little bit of a higher heat. So I'm going to use one of the medium burners now. One of the ones at the back. And all we need to do now is just finish off cooking the sausages, and just to sort of cook out the raw garlic taste of the pesto. So that won't take long at all. Hopefully it should be smelling fantastic by now. I'm just going to give my pasta a little stir. There we go. It's all fine. All you need to do with pasta is a little bit of care and attention, and it shouldn't stick together and should be fine. Right, we'll give our pasta a little check now. Almost there. The way to tell if it's done is they call it al dente. So when it's cooked, but it's not gone completely soggy, but it still has a nice little bite to it. We're almost there though. So just moving the sausages and pesto around in the pan, and I've still got it on the medium burner on a full heat. Okay, and I'm going to turn the heat off my pasta now. That'll be done. If you test yours and you find that it's not quite done, feel free just to pause for about 30 seconds or however long it takes for your pasta to be done. The pesto, nothing will happen to that. You'll be absolutely fine. Then we need to drain the pasta through a colander, but try and pour it back into the pan. The pasta back into the colander, but retaining some of the liquor, the cooking water from the pasta, because we might use that just to loosen the dish off. I'll show you in a second when I get back. Okay, so I've got my pasta in the colander. Hopefully you're back as well. And just, if you can see, there's just a little bit of the pasta water in the bottom of the pan. Okay, hopefully you're with me. So we can turn the heat off now, because everything will be cooked perfectly, and it's just a case of mixing the pasta into the pesto and the sausages. So just a spoon at a time, toss it together, just trying to get the strands of pasta nicely coated with the oil from the pesto. There you go. And you see it's a little bit dry, so what we'll do is we'll add in the water from the pasta as well. So the rest of the pasta in, and just give that a stir together, and it's quiet again. Oh, I don't need to shout as much. Yeah. And now just using some of the water from the pasta, just pour a little bit in at a time and stir it in. And this will just loosen everything up ever so slightly so it's not dry. Just give it a nice mix together. Oh, a bit of pasta's trying to escape. And then a little bit more water. So you can see it's hardly any water at all really that I'm putting it in. So just a couple of tablespoons at a time. And it should be just enough to loosen it together. There, that's a little bit better. It looks a little bit wet at the bottom of the pan. That's exactly how we want it. So we're all done. We can just take it over to serve. So this is the easy bit. All you need to do is trying to get a bit of everything. Sometimes it's difficult to mix things like sausage together with pasta, but just try and arrange it in the middle of the pan. Getting some of the sausage. Yeah. Another bit of sausage, I think. There we go. And that's it done. I hope you enjoy it. There we go. And what we'll do now is just turn the heat down. I'm going to put it on the lowest burner on full. And we can leave these in the pan whilst we go and make the pesto. Okay, hopefully you've got your blender and all your ingredients. This is so super simple. All you need to do is just pop all the ingredients into the blender and blend. Okay, so it won't have quite come together yet because we haven't put any oil in. But what we're going to do is just give these sausages a little stir first. Just see how they're getting on. Should have some lovely colour on them now. So just give them a little move around in the pan. There we go, looking great. Just try and turn them over if you can to get the uncooked bits to the heat. Blend them. So you've got your sun-dried tomatoes, your basil, your chilli, your pine nuts, and we'll just give it a pinch of salt and pepper. And this is so easy to do. And I know you can buy shop-bought pesto that's quite good, but this literally won't have any E numbers or anything in it. But remember your garlic, and it just tastes fantastic. So fresh. And a good pinch of salt. So you've got all your ingredients in. We're not going to add any oil at this stage. So pop the lid on and just give it a blend till it's blended together. Okay, we're going to cook my tagliatelle with sausages and chili pesto. So hopefully you've got your pan on getting nice and hot. So we just need to add a little bit of oil into the pan. just about a teaspoon of oil, and then straight in with the sausages. And we'll just give these a move around the pan just to check they don't stick. Yeah.